you did one video, and I'm glad because a lot of people did a million videos on this topic, but you did only one video on the slap heard around the world of Chris, Will Smith and Chris Rock. But what my question is, is not about the slap. It's not about, the actual happen. Is the aftermath. If you were Chris's therapist, if you were Will Smith's therapist, first of all, how would you, tell Chris how to have dealt with a moment like that? And what would you tell Will Smith to overcome something, not for his career, but for his own mental health?
Yes. Well, first of all, for Chris, the first thing is, I am proud of you because of the control that you were able to exude on this stage. You know what I mean? That's one thing, because that could have easily gone a different way. You know what I mean? And so that's that. He didn't meet Will where he was. That's one. And a lot of it probably was shock. He probably was just in shock because I can't believe this shit just happened. Did this man just got the hell out of here for real? That's that. Right. But also letting him know and validating that it was not okay for that to happen to you. It wasn't. And if you are upset, however you feel, those are your feelings, and it's okay for you to feel your way through those things. It's absolutely okay for you to feel them. That's for Chris. For Will, it is recognizing and understanding that, baby, your wife was not in danger. So you was not protecting your wife. Chris was not coming down there to do nothing to your wife. The joke was done and he had moved over and moved on. So I need you to acknowledge that wasn't it. I need you to acknowledge what that really was. And so to realize that you were triggered, and because you were triggered, this is the way that you responded. You had an impulsive, emotional reaction to something. And so because some things were beyond your control in that moment, that was something you felt that you can control and you can do something. And you did, but you didn't make the best choice. But the choice has been made. So now how do we move forward? And how do we prevent from this happening to you again?
Yeah. What I want to know, Candice, is he's one of the people that has done so much work in therapy and talked about it. So, most people aren't even self-aware enough to think about addressing their mental health, let alone going to therapy. But he didn't went to therapy. So how did he end up in that space when he's done so much work on himself?
But like I told you, like I said all the time, I think I did a TikTok about it. I was like, it don't go away. You know what I mean? Like me there. So there's Chaos Candice, CHAOS, can't help acting out severely Candice. And then there's Chaos Candice, keep healing and overcoming struggles Candice. Well, CHAOS, Chaos still sit back here. She sit back here. She back here. And sometimes, especially in parenting, we have conversations. And I be like, Candice, that ain't what you need to do. That ain't it. But it's there. And we operate 90% from our subconscious brain and 10% from our conscious brain. Okay. That means 90% of the things that we do are based off of things that have already happened. Okay. And so no matter how much work you do, you can still be triggered. And when you are triggered, you can still respond with old patterns because they are still in you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why we have to reset before we respond. That's the reason why we have to tap out in certain situations. We have to learn how to do those things. And sometimes you're going to fuck up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that you're a human. And everybody that talks so much shit about Will Smith, I really want you to sit back and think about how many times have you done some shit that you probably shouldn't have did. You know what I'm saying? Like being 100, the man is human.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, because they have demonized him, and
they made him the worst thing since. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just horrible. But the reality of the situation is he's human, and he had been going through a lot. He had been going through a whole lot. So since he had been going through a whole lot, he was up to here, and so him being up to here, he just finally reacted. And when he reacted, it went bad. Yeah. It went right. And so it's like recognizing that, but understand that that's why I say keep healing and overcoming struggles, because the healing, mental health, mental wellness, they are continuous processes. It's continuous.
That's very important for all of us.